Welcome to this guided lesson on how to use the mass scale interactive in a calm and productive way. If you are using this for the first time, begin with the 1 kilogram scale and keep the answer in grams. That is the easiest place to start because the divisions are regular, the numbers are familiar, and the child can focus on understanding the pointer rather than switching between too many ideas at once. Before answering, let the eyes go to the pointer first. The pointer is the most important clue on the screen. We want to notice where it lands, which labeled numbers it sits between, and whether it is a little past a mark or exactly on a mark. Now watch one reading settle. When the motion has stopped, it is often helpful to switch to still mode. Still mode lowers cognitive load because the child no longer has to track a moving pointer. Instead, the student can study one fixed position and think carefully. Once the pointer is still, ask 3 simple questions. First, what is the full scale range? Second, what is one small division worth? Third, what reading does the pointer show? On the 1 kilogram face, each small division is worth 20 grams. That means students can count in equal steps from one labeled value to the next. If the learner is ready, the answer can be entered directly. The interactive supports both the answer menu and a typed answer. I like to use the typed answer later, after the child already understands the reading process, because typing encourages independent recall instead of recognition from a list. Hints are most useful when they are used sparingly. Try to answer before pressing the hint button. Then use the first hint to check the scale range and the unit. Use the second hint to work out the value of each small division. In this way, the hint supports thinking instead of replacing thinking. It is also important to compare grams and kilograms. The mass does not change. Only the way we write the number changes. For example, 140 grams is the same mass as 0.14 kilograms. This helps students connect place value with measurement in a meaningful context. Replay is a very helpful teaching button. If a child says, "I want to see that again," replay shows the same reading without changing the problem. That gives the student another chance to observe the motion, notice the final position, and explain the answer more clearly. Reset has a different purpose. Reset keeps the same scale face, but generates a fresh reading, so it is useful for repeated practice at the same difficulty level. When students are comfortable with the 1 kilogram scale, move to the 4 kilogram scale. On this face, each small division is worth 50 grams or 0.05 kilograms. The child should pause and say that division value aloud before counting. That short spoken routine strengthens the connection between the marks and the quantity they represent. Next, try the 5 kilogram scale. Here, each small division is worth 100 grams or 0.1 kilograms. Again, the best habit is not to rush to the answer. First, identify the range, then identify the division value, then count carefully to the pointer. The object examples add a useful estimation step. With something like an apple, ask the student to guess the mass before looking for the exact answer. Estimation makes the activity feel more real, and it helps the child judge whether a final reading is sensible. A productive classroom or home routine can be very simple. Choose one scale face. Read in grams first. Let the student attempt the answer. Use hints only when needed. Replay the same reading if more discussion is useful. Then press reset for a new question on the same face. After a few successful questions, change the scale face or switch from grams to kilograms. So the big strategy is this. Start simple. Freeze the reading when needed. Work out the value of each small division. Count carefully to the pointer. Write the correct unit. Then use replay and reset for more practice. If students follow that routine, this interactive becomes much more than a guessing activity. It becomes a tool for building confident, explainable scale reading. If this lesson helped you, please subscribe and leave a comment below. I read the comments, and I will do my best to answer them like a real teacher.